Hi guys, welcome back. Yes, we are in November. In fact, as of filming this, it's November the 14th. It's a Saturday. I'm just looking outside the window. Typical British weather. It's raining, it looks cold, it looks miserable. But anyway, weather is not what you're here for. Pickups! What have I got this time? I tell you what, I've got some right interesting stuff coming to me, but it hasn't made it in time for this video. So let's see what I've bagged. November 2020. Right, just taking a look there. I've got plenty of games. I've got a few, now dare I say rare. Don't know if they're rare. Don't know if it's certainly one item, don't know if it's rare, but I've got one now. But I have certainly got some weird stuff on its way to me. But I'll start off with something that you already know about. The HDMI adapter for the Sega Dreamcast, Keiko, $29.99 from Amazon, and I think it's a bargain. Go check that out. My neighbour, Tony, bless him, sent me a message. I'm having to clear out. I've come across some old console stuff. Do you want it? He said, you know, there's plenty of PlayStation 2 games, that sort of stuff. And I said, well, even if I've got the game, I always need spare cases. Fair play. I wasn't expecting the amount. Now, the bulk of this, I'm just going to quickly rush through, purely because I've already got them, but spare cases, and I will have to quickly check these with my own games, you know, for the quality in that, because some of these are from great quality. So Simpsons Road Rage, FIFA, Call of Duty 3, Gran Turismo 4, Burnout, Simpsons, Gran Turismo 3, Medal of Honor Frontline, Madagascar, FIFA 07, Call of Duty 2, and the last one out of this stack that I've already got, Medal of Honor Rising Sun. Wow, that's a lot of games. Now, the ones that he gave me, which I didn't have as part of the collection, and they are now in the collection, so I'm just quickly separating these. Right, there we go. So, thanks to Tony, I've now added Cricket 2005, UEFA Champions League 2004-2005, Tiger Woods PGA Tour 2005, MX Unleashed, Rugby 08. Now here's an interesting one. Do you know what? I completely missed it. I didn't even realise they did it. Crash Nitro Kart. Need for Speed Pro Street, and the last one, which I've got to admit it's in fantastic condition, Colin McRae Rally 3. But it didn't stop there, bless him. He also gave me, in its own little wallet, a DS. Is it a DS? You know what I'm saying, DS? No, it's not a DS. It's a Game Boy Advanced, isn't it? Yes. No. Yes. Tribal Edition. Now, obviously, just like with everything I get, I give it a thorough clean. But this is in fantastic condition. So I really am happy to add this to my collection. Like I say, it's got its own leather pouch, which is in fantastic condition, and a couple of games to go with it. We're Road to WrestleMania. I think that's supposed. Is that supposed to be times 8, 98? Don't know. Can't quite see it. So I got that. And also got Finding Nemo. So Tony, thank you very, very much. Really do appreciate this. Thank you very much for the gift. And yep, they're going into the collection. As for the others, what I want to do is check them against my own copies, and then I'll either keep them just for cases, or if they're worth anything, I may trade them in. But certainly next time at the pub mucker, remind me to get you a pint or two. Right, sticking with the PlayStation 2 for a moment, because I've only got a few other bits to show off there. First one is a game. I've actually owned this game for quite some time, but I never ever got round to playing it. So with Halloween and that originally coming up, I got it out, put it in, and all of a sudden realised this isn't English. Went to the options menu and could not change the language. I'd only gone and purchased a PAL German copy of Obscure. Now this is a game that's starting to go up in price a little bit, so it's not like a 50p or a £2 game anymore. But as you can see, fully complete in the box. More than happy to finally put that in my collection. I've just got to get number 2 now. Another one, because it was going dirt cheap, and my first take on this, oh, it must be a horror game this. Crusty Demons. No, couldn't be any further away from the truth. It's more of a racing game, basically. Chaos, excitement, pain, endurance and pleasure. Again, complete in the box, so happy to put that into the collection. And another one that I've got this game on the PlayStation 1. I don't know if the PlayStation 2 version is the same thing, but I was just more intrigued more than anything, and that's the X-Files. So I've got that as well. Now, the little bit of rarity that I've purchased is from Namco. And I suppose at first glance maybe you're catching that there now. It just looks like a black box. But it's more than just a black box. And the door's just opened and I absolutely shit myself. Nobody there. And basically, this is a press kit. PlayStation 2 press kit. So as you open it up, the first thing you've got is a piece of leather. And again, I don't think you're making it out quite, but basically what's imprinted in on it are the tracks. So something a little different. You then got your 2 discs. One is your press disc, and the other one's the game. Now obviously there was only ever so many of these made, and this is something I've just been looking at. So that's the press disc. It's in beautiful condition, and obviously there we have the game. Purple disc, and again it's barely a blemish on it, if anything. So I just thought it was a little bit different, this. Put something like that to the collection. If anyone's interested, because I've not even listened to the press disc, I may do something with that and get a video out with regards to that. But again, there's only so many of these made. It's not as if you were picking these up off the counter. So a little bit of a PlayStation 2 rarity there, and something I might go into is buying the odd press kit. The last PlayStation 2 item that I've just spotted, because I'm an ass, absolute brilliant game. I'm a big fan of the series. I would love to get it on the Neo Geo. Certainly the cartridges, they're just way out of reach. There's no chance I'll get these, the cartridges. And even on the CDs, they're very, the Neo Geo CD, very pricey. And they're not exactly cheap on the PlayStation 2. Samurai Shodown. 5. At least I hope that's 5. Because my Roman numerals are CAC. And just to prove how CAC they are, I'll quickly look it up. Oh my word. Come on. Roman numerals. Oh no, I was right. V is 5. Sorry. It's been that long. But that is in fantastic condition. There you are. Manual, lovely and crisp.
You win.
Right, let's put this back into some sort of slight order. Next bit I'll show you is funny enough to do with the computer more than anything. The Mac Pro I've got. Some of the kit that I'm getting, it's going to need to run on USB 3.0. Now, certainly USB 3.0 it's not a new thing, but bear in mind, my Mac Pro is a mid-2012. In fact, it's the last of the great cheese graters that was ever produced. So it's a bit of a rare machine, but I am slowly maxing it out. Now, you can actually get Thunderbolt for that now, but for what I need it to do, I don't need Thunderbolt, but I do need USB 3.0. So, doing a little bit of research, and as Stu would say it took me absolutely hours and days all on Wikipedia. Innertech, you probably can't make that out, do a very simple plug and play system. So basically, in one of the spare ports at the back there we have it, USB 3.0. So I will just basically slide that in, away I go. That's it, job done. I haven't got to update anything on it. I haven't got to, I don't need a driver. It is a proper plug and play system for the Mac. If I was though wanting to use it on Windows, of which I could download Windows for Mac, obviously, I would then need the start disk. So apart from your plate, some screws, and an itty bitty screwdriver, you do then get user manual and your driver disc that you would need. Now, this is a really simple option to add 3.0 onto. Let's be honest, it is more than an aging machine, but it is still one of the best Macs you can get out there. And for what, 30 quid? It was going to be an obvious purchase for me. So I've got that, more than happy. In fact, once I finish with this video, I'm going to be plugging that into the machine, ready for my new graphics card that's on its way. Right, carrying on but moving over to the Mega Drive. Didn't actually pick up any games. It's not the game. It's not even the case that I need. But for 2 quid, and am I right in thinking these are hard instructions to pick up? The instruction manual, Sonic the Hedgehog, 2 quid. Sonic the Hedgehog 2, it is a little battered, but battered's better than now. So I can now put those in the collection, and I've now completed those. So I'm really happy that I've got the manuals for those 2 games. Moving over to the original PlayStation for a moment, I picked up what I think is a bit of a classic. They also made a film on this, which I wasn't aware of, and that is The City of Lost Children. proper chunky manual. Disc, God blimey, barely a blemish. Let's see if I can get this back in there now properly. Yep. For those that want to know, it is a low number. SLES 00170. Now I've been told that the game is actually quite eerie, so me and the wife are quite intrigued about giving this one a start soon. So I'll let you know more about that as and when. But really happy to add that into the collection. Now, I'll dive over to the Wii, because these are a few recommendations off Russ, the Retro Bear. And the first one is Batman the Brave and the Bold. Russ, you said it was a good game. It was going cheap, so I don't do many Wii games, so I picked that up. I also got Battle of the Bands. Not got a clue why, if I'm honest. Not got a clue why. But that is complete. And I also picked up Battle Warlords, but it's number 2. I was looking though at the GameCube version. I know you said that it was a lot dearer, and it is in comparison. But that is nice and complete. More than happy, and I'll give those a go. I mean, the GameCube version, in all fairness, the GameCube actually, believe it or not, gives better resolution than the Wii. The Wii went backwards. The GameCube can actually outperform the Wii, but I play these on the Wii U these days, so whether or not there's any little bit of upscaling, to be honest, I don't know. I've never really looked into it, but that's how I play my Wii games these days, is on my Wii U. Another one, recommendation, Eddie, Roller Core X-Core. Yep, you have more than recommended this. You did a little bit of a playthrough if you're playing it. Do you know what? I really did like the look of it. Death Smiles, but I've got the deluxe edition. So happy to put that into the collection. It looks really good, I must admit. I was well impressed. Manual, nice and crisp. It is complete. It's a 3-discer, if you didn't know. So what you got is, disc 1 is your deluxe edition. Just put that there. The next one then is the original soundtrack. And then the last one, it's actually desktop accessories. Now whether or not that works on Mac, I haven't got a clue, but we will give it a whirl. So I'm happy to put that in, and I'm also more than happy to have a go at that high score already. So I'll give that a bash. So yep, there you go. And I'm down to the last 3 already. In fact, I'm having a quick look around to see if I've missed anything this time, but I don't think I have. Do you know what? I'm sure I have. In fact, I know I have. And I bet you I've put it over there by mistake. Bear with me 1 minute.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
That took forever and a day. Couldn't find the bloody thing, and then I find another 2 games that I've not bothered to show you. Anyway, I'd bet good money I had this in my Dreamcast collection, and then I suddenly realised, no you git, you've been playing those copied versions that you had. Ready to Rumble boxing. Case, I've had to really polish at the front, but it is damaged, unfortunately. Hinge is gone, but that's the only thing that's wrong with it. So it's not too bad. Wind's getting right up now. I had to open the window because it's boiling in there. Complete. So I am happy to put that into the collection. Right, I'm going to move over now to 2 games that I've purchased. Forgot all about them. Now, one of them, Stu, you've recently picked up these 2, to be quite honest. Now, this first one, I have tarted it up a little bit. Not a lot, to be fair, but for 20 quid I thought I was doing really well, and it is complete. Snake's Revenge. And I've got a cracking copy here of it. And it is all complete, so really happy to put that into the collection. But the next one, the Metal Gear game, I've took a chance with this one because for what I've paid for it, you can generally purchase cartridge only for that price, and that is Metal Gear. I'll show it you all individually. So I'll start with the manual. The manual it's well worn, in all fairness, but it's certainly not a deal breaker. It is all there. So manual, it's not too bad, that, the manual. Game itself, yes, it's in its own little case. Looking at the actual label in a lot more detail, lovely, crystal clear. So happy with that. Even got some maps that were cut out of the magazine, thank you very much. But it's the box. The box is absolutely battered. Now, let's get a bit closer to show you the box. Because just like yours, Stu, this has been taped. And, well, there you have it. There's the box. It's squashed, it's crushed. It was taped at the bottom, I've already removed that. It is taped there, I'll remove that. And then it's what I'm going to do next with it. Just to show you in all of its poor glory. I mean, look at it. That's been pushed out. I'm missing one of the tabs at the side there. The one on this side, don't know if you can see that, that's falling off. So, what to do with it? Because if I save this and do it right, I'm just going to turn what was a £20 game into almost a £100 game? You tell me. So the plan is, I'm going to have to take the box completely apart. That's the first thing. So the idea will be to heat up the seam which is on this side and see if I can separate it. If I can't separate it, then what I will have to do, and I'm just widening that, yeah, I should be able to do that. If you can't separate the seam, which is the whole length, I'll have to go at it very carefully with a very fine blade and basically cut between the two sandwich layers. Cut those in between. Once I've got that done, the first thing to do next is to iron this completely flat. But once I've ironed it, I'll actually put it in between two pieces of plastic and put a load of compressed weight on it for at least 1 or 2 hours. Once that is done, that's when I'll start to try and work my magic. Now, the reason why I'm going to undertake this is, one, to show you guys how it's done, but if I fail, picking up cartridge own for 20 quid is not a bad deal, is it? And I have got the manual, so I might be on the hunt for a box. So, if anybody out there has got one, or has come across one, message me anyway. But I think this can be saved. I think this can be saved. And what I've got planned is going to work a lot of magic. Gum tape, glue, and a shitloads of patience. But that's that. Right. Now we're moving on to the last 3 games. They are all for the PlayStation 4. Dylan, I think you were talking about this. You and Eddie were discussing Baltharis. Man, I could not pick this up for 18 quid anywhere. I spotted it on eBay for 20 and I just started watching it. I didn't do anything but that. I started watching it. And then, lo and behold, the seller sent out the usual, buy it now for 18. So, excellent. I picked that up for 18 quid. Whoop, more than happy. Not that it really comes with anything, but you know, paper inside, disc, and it's not a reversible cover, it's a reversible poster. Still got legs, this. So I'm happy to put that into the collection. A game I got on my birthday, that's recently been and gone. The wife got me this, and I have played this. I put a video out on it already. was pretty good. It's pretty good. Star Wars Squadrons, VR compatible on the PlayStation 4. You do get, I mean, obviously discs in the machine, but you almost get a manual. Almost. It might be one-sided, but it's there. Your instructions. And the last game, I've been waiting for this to drop in price something wrong, because there was no way I was paying launch day prices for, yes, I'll grant you, it's a brilliant game. It is a fantastic remake. But what loads of people don't realise was it was originally designed as DLC, not as a full game. It is also, though, a very, very short game. You can complete this in, I believe, anything between 4 to 6 hours. So that is an extremely short game to go out and pay 50 quid for. And I'm sorry, it was never happening with me. But I have it now, Resident Evil 3. You know, there is so much missing from this game, it is untrue. It's certainly not worth the £50 that they were originally asking for. But for a tenner, I'll take that, please. Thank you very, very much. Not that you actually get anything with it. You don't even get a reversible cover. Come on, Capcom, for Christ's sakes, for what you were selling this for. And I don't care for the online. I don't think it's particularly that good anyway, to be fair. But everyone to their own. You couldn't even do a reversible cover, you cheapskates, you. But it is a fantastic remake, and I will give them that every single day of the week. And that's it, guys. That's me done. That's another pickups. I've got a ton of stuff actually on its way to me. But it's just made it way too late for this video, and I wanted to get another one out there anyway. Yes, we're all on lockdown. I don't see lockdown though ending December the 2nd. I don't see that happening for a minute. Not when furlough's now been carried on or reset up, shall we say, till March. It's not going to happen. December's coming. And I feel that probably for the whole of December I'll be put back on furlough again, which I don't mind. I don't mind, to be fair, because if it helps the company and it helps save jobs in the long term, I am all for it. But as I said to my boss, I don't want to be furloughed for 3-4 months again. It would just drive me nuts. If we can somehow try and take turns, I'm all for that. But I cannot see lockdown ending. I really can't, guys. I think they're going to extend it maybe till past January, possibly. We wait and see. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting me. I'll catch you all again. Take care.